Okay, so we are going to take this pretty heavily into the hips today. This flow is going to take us toward Ekapada Galavasana, and people call that flying pigeon, which basically means we're coming into the sort of stretch and the sort of activation you get when you come into your half pigeon pose, usually toward the end of class. This is going to be much more active. So what this basically means is a lot of external rotation of the hip, and we'll be getting into this as we come toward the end of each sequence here once we're in the main part of the flow. So for the demonstration, what's going to happen at the end of the flow is everything's going to bring you to the front of the mat eventually. You're going to be in a standing balance first, so there's a few stages to take this through. So initially, you're going to be balanced on one foot with the other leg lifted, and you're going to cross your legs here and come into this figure four shape. Now you want to bring the ankle past the thigh, keep the toes the lifted foot curled, keep the knee out to the side, and sink down at least a little bit, and that's going to help keep you upright. You can just work this as a standing balance if you like. Your arms are going to be bound. You can release the bind at any point and just put the hands wherever keeps you balanced, but I recommend taking this a bit deeper, whether you're holding the bind or not. And for that, you start to bend further into your base knee, hinge from the hips, see how low you can bring this over your lifted leg. And this is going to bring you into that stretch that you get in half pigeon, move into the outer hip and maybe in toward the glutes. Now you can take this even deeper and just take a fold where maybe you bring your fingertips down to the mat, and you can always just hold here if all you want is a stretch. And if you're able to touch the floor with your hands, this is where you can take it into the arm balance, and you have to be able to bring your palms all the way down. Now for that, you're going to set the palms down to the floor, keep the shin high on both upper arms, target the armpits. You're probably not going to get there, but go as high as you can so you don't just slip down past your elbows. And then look forward, lean forward. This is basically just a cross-legged crow. And as you lean, see about lifting your base foot up off the floor. Now there's no point of no return. If this is too much, you can always set the foot back down, keep in mind. Keep that front leg kicking into your arms. And if you can actually hold this lifted, maybe take it further and bring the heel up toward your seat. If you're going to go further still, see about extending that leg up and back. And the higher you go with the shape, the easier it is to hold. If I go straight back with that lifted leg, it's much more muscular and difficult to hold on to you. Now to come back out of this, you bring your knee back to the shin, the foot comes back to the floor, you'll come back up to standing, and then we'll move through the flow from there. So just take this to where you can, and again, that's going to be at the end of the sequence. Now one other demonstration from here, once we get into the main part of the flow, you're going to start this in down dog, and we're going to take this through a series of hops. And this doesn't have to be anything that dramatic, keep in mind, but how we're going to set this up here, I'll start from here, bring one leg up, we'll go back and forth a little bit, but eventually you'll pull your knee forward, step your foot down halfway down the mat, and lift the second foot up off the floor. Now, you can keep that lifted leg bent, or you can straighten the leg, so this will keep you low, this will take you up much higher. And then arrange this so you can actually keep your arms vertical. Press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, keep your shoulders over your wrists, and keep your arms straight. And if you want to take it low, just press off your base foot, and come down on the other. And we'll just take it back and forth. So try to push into the floor, land this as lightly and as silently as you can. And this doesn't have to be a whole lot, keep in mind, but you're pressing down and just trying to stay soft with the landing. If you're going to take it further, then go ahead and extend that lifted leg back. And you can take this toward inversion, but it's still the same basic thing. You're pressing to the floor, trying to land as lightly as you can. We're going to take that back and forth a few times, and then we'll move into the flow from there. So that's going to be at the beginning of the sequence, keep in mind. So all that said, let's go ahead and start the seated. And just bring yourself into a cross-legged seat to begin. And how you set this up exactly is going to be up to you. So bring the right leg in first and the left leg in front. And just give yourself a moment so you can actually sit this upright. So if your hips are a little bit tighter, maybe bring the knees out wide, maybe bring your feet forward a bit. And this should tilt your pelvis forward so you can actually sit this upright. And if you want to take things further, or take things in toward that half pigeon stretch, then go ahead and take a double pigeon shape. And that would be bringing the left foot or the left ankle onto the right thigh. And if you're going to come into this, keep the toes of the left foot curled up and away. Keep that leg tense. Be sure you can get both sit bones down. Now, whichever seat you settle into, just bring your hands out to the sides, just fingertips to the floor to keep yourself upright and stable. But then keep the core activation here to hold yourself upright. So draw in for the belly around the low ribs. Stay tall. Reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Draw your chin in just a bit and feel the back of the neck lengthen. Relax your shoulders down. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And just feel out the position with your eyes closed. So keep your left leg tense to keep everything in place. And then hold tension through your midsection to keep yourself upright. Be sure the shoulders stay down and relaxed. And then start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can, try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, you take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. And then set your hands down behind you. Lean back, reverse the cross your legs. Bring your left leg in first, right leg in front. And if you want to take that double pigeon variation, just bring the right foot onto your left thigh, keep the toes curled. And again, either way, see it, you can stay upright and keep both sit bones down. Take this slow. With your next inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center again. Inhale, reaches up high. Now with the exhale this time, just twist to the right side. Right hand to the floor behind you, left arm outside your right thigh. Now sit this up tall, reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your right shoulder. And use your left arm, press into the right leg, and just keep breathing here. With your next inhale, bring it to center, reach up high. And then with the exhale, twist left hand to the floor behind, right arm outside your left thigh. Now again, sit this up tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. And use your right arm, press into your left leg to brace this. Take an inhale, turn to center, reach up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down through center and down behind you. And then just lean back, bring both feet to the floor. And just take a moment here to loosen up. Go ahead, fold your knees over to the right and over to the left. And just take things back and forth for a moment. And then the next time you turn the knees to the right, just stay like this, but stagger your legs. So the left knee's behind your right heel. Now, the legs are moving toward 90 degrees. So doesn't have to be perfect, but curl the toes of both feet up. Keep them curled. Start to kick your feet down. And you're going to support yourself with the right arm. So bring the right hand in close. Press down. Left hand to your chest. And we're going to lift up and down from here. So kick into the full. Lift your hips up high. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, press into the full. Lift up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, kick into the floor. Lift up high. Squeeze your glutes. And then with the exhale, come back down. And then just lean back and take it the other way. Fold your knees over to the left side. And again, stagger your legs. Right knee behind your left heel. Now bring that left hand in close. Press down. Curl the toes of both feet. Keep your feet tense. Right hand comes to your chest. Now kick into the floor. With an inhale, lift this up. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, press the hips up high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift this up one more time. Just hold for a moment. And then bring it all back down. And then turn to center and come to the other side. We'll take one more round. Knees over to the right. And again, curl the toes of both feet. Keep your feet tense. Kick down into the floor. Right hand pulls in close. Left hand to your chest. Now with an inhale, kick down. Squeeze your glutes. Lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up high again. Exhale, come down. Now one more time. With an inhale, kick into the full. Lift up and hold. Take it further. Reach your left arm past your head. And let your head fall back. Feel the left side stretch out as you kick into the floor. And just stay lifted here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it all down. And then lean back. Turn your knees to the left. And let's take it to this side one more time. So curl the toes of both feet. Again, kick into the floor. Pull the left hand close. That's going to support you. Right hand to your chest. Now with an inhale, kick into the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Lift up high. Exhale, come back down. Kick into the floor, lift this up again, and then lower. One more time, kick into the floor, lift your hips high, hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting, let your head fall back. Take it further, stretch your right arm past your head, gaze up high, and just hold. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, come all the way down. And then once you're down, Just turn back to center, both feet to the floor, and I'm just turning for the camera here, keep in mind. Go ahead, fold your knees side to side, stay loose. And then just bring this into center with both feet, with the feet about hips width distance. Now reach your arms forward, round your spine as completely as you can, and stay rounded. Start to lean back, roll your spine down to the floor. Take hold of your knees, pull them into your chest, and then just squeeze everything down. Now as you pull down, flatten your spine. You can pull your knees wide, maybe rock a little bit side to side, but just breathe here. And then bring this into center if you're still moving. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip. Bring both feet down. And then feet about hips width distance, hands, and bring the arms out to the side. So you're reaching straight out right and left. And we'll take a couple of variations of bridge. Now see if the heels are pulled in close enough that your low back starts basically flat. And then bend the elbows so the forearms are vertical. Make your hands into fists. Keep the fists clenched. Keep your shoulders pressed down. So it's sort of a bench pressing position. And we'll go back and forth from here. So with an inhale, press into heels, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, press your hips up high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll back down. And then inhale, press up high one more time and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifted like this, keep breathing. And without letting any of that go, press into your heels, lift your toes up high. Keep the tension, press the toes to the floor and lift your heels. And then heels come down. Lift your toes high up off the floor. Press your toes back down, lift your heels again. Now one more time, heels to the floor, lift your toes, glutes are still engaged. And then toes down, heels up high, engage the glutes even further, press up higher still. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just roll everything back down. Now once you come down, we'll take one more version. Bring your arms down to your sides, palms to the floor. And again, see if the feet are hips width distance to start. Now, I want to take this as a cross-legged version from here. So why don't you step your left foot into center. And then cross the right leg over the left. Now bring the right ankle past the left thigh. The right knee's bent, but keep this as an open bend. There's some space underneath your bent right leg. And you're going to press the legs into each other so the knees are more or less in line the whole time. Now press your hands to the floor. Keep your gaze up high. And then with an inhale, push to that left foot. Squeeze your glutes. Lift up. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up high again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing and keep the legs pressing into each other. Try to point that right knee straight up toward the ceiling. Just breathe. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring this back down. And then once you're down, right foot to the floor, switch it out. Right foot comes into center, left leg crosses over the right. And keep the legs pressing toward each other. Keep your knees in line best you can. Now with an inhale, press into that right foot, squeeze your glutes and lift up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, press this up high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing. Keep the left leg pressing to the right. Try to point that left knee straight up. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back down. Now once you're down, pull your knees to your chest. Bring your hands to your knees. Squeeze everything in. And curl into this. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. Now from here, with your head lifted, keep your spine curled, keep your tailbone lifted, keep your shoulders lifted as well. And then start to roll. Bring the weight toward your shoulders and then toward your tailbone. Now keep your spine rounded or you're going to get stuck. Take it back and forth and try to do this about 5 times. Now the 5th time you bring this up, try to come all the way up to seated with your feet up off the floor, basically a version of boat. And if your feet land, you can always pick them up and just lean back. Now draw the thighs in close. Sit this up tall, best you can. And then keep yourself balanced. Now release your grip. Keep the thighs close, but bring the shins toward parallel with the floor. Now from here, we're going to move from this position. We'll take it back and forth from kneeling. So lower the right foot behind your left leg. We'll take the first round slow. Roll forward, right shin down, left foot down. Now if you need to, you can bring the hands down, but come up to kneeling. Squeeze your glutes and press the hips forward when you're up. Pull your belly in. Come back down. And bring it back to boat. Now on the other side, left foot behind your right leg. Roll forward, left shin down, right foot down. You can use your hands, but come up to kneeling. Engage your glutes, press the hips forward at the top. Pull back in. Round your spine, land lightly, and come back to boat. Now if you want to take it further, rather than setting your hands down, reach this forward, try to use your core. Either way, right foot behind your left leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift hips forward at the top. Pull back in and round, move with control, and come back to boat. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and come back to boat. Right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and bring it back to boat. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and come back to boat. Right foot behind your left leg again, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, take it down lightly, and bring the legs together. Left foot behind your right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and come back to center one more round. Right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and bring the legs together. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, come back to boat, just hold. Now draw the thighs in close, still sit this up tall, use your core. If you can take it further, maybe extend the legs up higher. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands and come to all fours. And then once you're in all fours, give yourself a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side. And just feel things out, loosen up your spine. Now go ahead, bring this into center in all fours, and let's go ahead and take this into the hands and into the wrists. So looking down at your hands. Slide the hands in a little bit closer to the knees, so about 2 hands lengths forward maybe. Now flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up. Spread your fingers out wide, press your fingertips down, keep the hands active. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And if this is too intense, keep in mind, you can always bring the hands in closer to the knees and take more weight to the legs. But keep your hands tense, fingers spread wide, fingertips pressing down like you're clawing down with the backs of your hands. And if you can take it further from here, start to take this through slow cow and cat breathing. So for that, with an inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, draw your belly in and round your spine, empty out. Inhale, drop your belly, bring your chest forward, look up. Exhale, round and empty again. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. And then with the exhale, just round this one more time. And then when you're ready, come back up onto your fingertips. And let's take this into your regular all fours. So just bring the hands forward again. Resting the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Palms down. And one by one, rotate your hands. Fingertips out to the sides and then in toward your knees. Come as far in that rotation as you can. Now set your hands down flat. Spread your fingers out wide. Grip the floor. And as you hold onto that grip, press your spine up toward the ceiling. Now see about taking the grip a little bit further. So you're not really going to move here. But imagine you're holding onto 2 discs, one in each hand. Now try to rotate that, and so toward the direction of your thumbs, without the hands actually moving. You're just engaging the tension toward rotation to take a little bit deeper stretch. And let that go a little bit, and we'll rotate the hands for real. Now I want you to rotate your right hand in towards center as far as you can go. Rotate the left hand in towards center as well. And then take it the other way. Right hand out to the side, and left hand out to the side. And just keep moving like this and alternating. Take it back and forth. Now each time you reset your hands, try to spread the fingers out wide, grip the floor, straighten your arms at least briefly. And just take it at your own pace, but be deliberate about how you're moving. And then from here, just take it through another round or so, and I want you to finish this with your fingertips rotated in towards center as far as you can go again. And set both hands down. So the hands are flat, fingers spread wide, dig your fingertips down. And again, imagine that you're holding a disc in each hand. Try to rotate your hands toward the pinky side this time. The hands aren't going to move, you're just engaging a little bit extra tension toward rotation. And then take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, come up onto the fingertips, down to sitting on your heels, and take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers, and loosen up your wrists. Now once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. And we're going to take it down from here and onto the forearms. So go ahead and bring both forearms to the floor, and we're going to take a forearm plank. Now you got 2 choices. You can have the forearms parallel with the palms down, or press your palms together. Whichever you take this into, be sure you can keep the elbows under control. Keep them shoulder width. Go ahead and step your feet back and bring your body into line. And step your feet out wide so they're wider than your hips. Be sure the hips are sinking down in line with the shoulders and heels. And press into your hands, feel the weight across the length of your forearms, not just the elbows. Now from here, we're going to just take this back and forth, moving straight forward and back. So dig down into your toes. And then push forward. Bring your chin as far forward as you can. And then just press it straight back. Forward for 2. Press this back again. Keep your body in line. Forward for 3. And then press straight back. Forward for 4. Press this back again. And then forward for 5. Press it back. Forward for 6. Press this back again. And then forward for 7. And press back. Forward for 8. Press it back again. Forward for 9. Press this back. Now forward for 10. Press back one more time. Hold here. Now rotate your heels over to the right. Come up onto your left hand. The right forearm stays down. And this is basically a side plank variation. Keep both feet on the floor. Bring your hips up as high as you can. Take it further. Reach your left arm long past your head. Now take an inhale here. With the exhale, sink the right hip down and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach again. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower one more time. Inhale, lift and reach, stay up. And then come through center, both forearms down, lift your heels. Roll your heels to the left, come up onto your right hand. Now bring your hips up high. Take it further, reach your right arm past your head. And then take an inhale from here. With the exhale, sink your left hip down and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach one more time. Hold here. And then roll back to center. Come back to that forearm plank. And then go set your knees down and come up to all fours. And once you're in all fours, give yourself a moment here. Move around. And then one more thing before we move on. So from all fours, resting the shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Tuck the toes of both feet. Now with your toes tucked, hover your knees up off the mat just a couple inches. And we're going to take this toward a baby Galavasana. We'll take that figure 4. Now I want you to step your right foot forward up and to the left. And then set your left knee down. Now, left hand to your right ankle. Pull that right ankle as high up on the left thigh as you can to cross your leg. Keep the toes of the right foot curled. Now, bring the left hand down to the floor. Maybe just stay here with the legs crossed. This could be good enough if you just need the stretch. But if you can take it further, walk your hands in closer. And then lift your left knee up off the floor. Now, maybe just round down over your crossed legs. You can stay here. And if you want to take this further, this will move toward baby Galavasana. So for that, walk your hands in close. And then be ready to adjust this, but take it bit by bit. Now, I recommend bringing the right forearm down toward the floor and bringing the right knee toward the right armpit. And then the left forearm comes down as the right foot hooks over your left arm. Now, if you still got some room, keep on looking forward, start leaning. Maybe lift your left foot. And if you're going to go further, you can extend the left leg up and back. It's exceedingly hard. And just take it to where you can. Bring yourself down when you're ready. And now, there's nothing easy about doing that, but it makes the regular Galavasana seem a lot more accessible. Come back into all fours. Now, when you're ready, wrist sink the shoulders, knees into the hips again, tuck the toes of both feet. Hover your knees and just bring them a little bit up off the floor. Now step your left foot forward up and to the right, and then set your right knee down this time. So with your right hand, take hold of the left ankle. Bring it up high onto the right thigh. Curl the toes of your left foot, and you can always just stay here in this stretch. Now if you're going to take it further, bring both hands down. Tuck the toes of the right foot. Lift your right knee, round over your crossed legs. This could be good enough, and you could stay here. If you want to take it further toward that baby Galavasana, walk the hands in close. And then bit by bit, bring the left forearm to the floor this time. Left knee toward your left armpit. And the right forearm comes down as the left foot hooks over your right arm. Now, if you've got room to move still once you're down, lean forward, maybe lift the right foot. Maybe extend that right leg up and back. It's pretty damn hard. And then just bring everything down when you're ready. And bring yourself into all fours. And then once you're down, just give yourself a moment here to breathe. Now, you get to stay here and breathe, move around, maybe take another stretch before we move on. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Now, once you move into your down dog, just take a moment here to adjust. Paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. And then take a look at how you set this up. So hands about shoulder width distance apart, fingers spread wide. Now press your palms flat into the floor as best you can. And you want to feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Now sink your chest down low, but at the same time, press your hips up high toward the ceiling. Reach up through your hips. And let that bring your upper body into one long line. Draw into the belly, round the low ribs, keep your core engaged. And if your hamstrings are tight, if your legs are tight, just bend the knees and let that go. You can stay loose and pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose, let the muscles in your neck relax. You can hang your hands down, you can reach to opposite elbows, maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to start, but then restack your spine. So slowly roll this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down through heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now at the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And release at the bottom. With an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor till your shins lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. And step this back to high plank. Find your shape. Wrists the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides. Lower with control, all the way to your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel up again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now just stay lifted here. Keep the lift in your upper body, pressing to your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, draw the shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. And work to lift it up a little bit higher still. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palm to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Try to pull the hips forward to deepen the arc. Lift up with your arms. Lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up high, back to down dog. Paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take this to our sun salutation. Steady movement here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing. Reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold this all the way down again. Inhale, half lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Next high plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest. Lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up high to down dog. 2 more rounds. Keep it steady. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing. Reach the arms high. Exhale, fold it. Bring it back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor. High plank to lows next. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in. And bring your hips back up. 1 more round. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, arms reach up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, draw this forward. Exhale, pull back in. Bring your hips back up. Just find your downward facing dog and breathe here for a moment. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And then with your right leg lifted, move to a scorpion dog right away. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left, let your hips open up. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale your right leg high. Now exhale, knee to right elbow, stay forward and hold. Now set the right foot down halfway down the mat, lift the left foot up off the floor. Now you can keep the left knee bent to stay lower, or straighten your left leg and come up higher. But arms vertical, shoulders, wrists, dig your fingertips down. And then push down, take it back and forth. Press into your right foot, come down on the left. Land light. Press into your left foot and land on the right. Press into your right foot, land this on the left. And then press into your left foot, land on the right again. Now press into your right foot, land on the left one more time. And then press into your left foot, come down on the right. Right foot to the floor. Step your left foot toward the back of the mat, toward low lunge. And we're going to take this to dancer's bridge. Now left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot. Right foot steps behind your left leg. Sink your hips down. With an inhale, press your hips up high. Reach to your right arm. Now keep your glutes squeezing. Keep your hips lifting. Let your head fall back. And just breathe here. You can stack the shoulders or open your chest toward the ceiling, more like a back bend, whatever you can support. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, sink this straight down. Right hand comes forward, right foot forward, back into low lunge. And then from here, we'll take this to a lizard version of Anjaneyasana. So bring both hands inside the right foot and walk the right foot toward the upper right corner of the mat. Ankle past the knee at least a little bit. Now look at your right foot, curl the toes up off the floor, keep them curled, keep the foot tense. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, let the knee move out to the side. Now press into your palms, sink your hips down, and pull your chest forward. And then from here, we're going to open to the side. Keep that left knee lifted behind if you can. So reach your right arm forward. Follow this with your gaze. So with an inhale, reach your right arm back and look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the right arm back again. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the right arm back one more time. Keep looking back. Take a half bind. Right arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder back. Now you can stay right here, and this might be fine already. Keep that left hip low. Keep it pulling forward. And now if you want to set the left knee down, you can bring it to the floor. Maybe bring it down to the rest. And if you want to take things further, you can set your left knee, but bend it. Left hip stays low. See about pulling that left heel toward your seat, but there's no grip here. Keep looking over that right shoulder. Keep the right knee out to the side and just breathe. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Turn to center, both hands down. Right foot between your hands. Tuck the toes of your left foot and lift your left knee up off the floor. Low lunge. From here, we'll take it to warrior one. So with an inhale, drop your left heel. Hands to your hips. Bring your torso all the way to upright. And take a moment to set this up. Deep under the right knee, straight left leg, both feet are flat. Left foot points aside 45 degrees or so. Now arrange this so you can actually square your hips. So sink down, pull the right hip back, left hip forward. You can always take this shorter, and you can take the stance wider. And once your hips are down, take an inhale, reach the arms up high. Sink low. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring the elbows out wide. Open up your chest, let your head fall back. Hold here. Now keep your stance consistent. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Keep your hips low like this. And we're just going to move from the upper body, so take an inhale. With the exhale, reach this forward, round your spine. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, reach forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round one more time. Hold here. Now take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away. Left arm reaches past the right thigh. Now take the twist, draw the right shoulder back, look back over your right shoulder. Use that left arm and press it to the right leg. And this is good enough right here. Right hip pulling back, left hip still pulling forward. If you want to go deeper, you can reach the left arm further past the right leg. Further still, maybe straighten the right leg and pull the right hip back. Just take it to where you can and keep your twist. Take an inhale. Now keep your right arm bound. With the exhale, bring your torso upright. Release the left arm and bring your left hand to your left side. Right hand meets the left. Palms together, fingers on the shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open. And we're going to take this toward a warrior 3. So lean forward to the right foot, lift your left heel. When you're ready, press into that right foot to lift the left foot up off the floor so your lifted body stays in line. Now keep your hips square. Maybe stay more toward vertical and keep your body diagonal here. Or maybe take it down even deeper and hinge from the hip and keep your body parallel to the floor. Take this to where you can. Try to keep the shoulders back and keep your gaze forward. Now when you're ready, just bend the right knee. Bring yourself upright with your left knee high. And let's take the figure 4. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Curl the toes, left foot, keep them curled, sink your hips down, maybe stay here. But if you can take it further, shoulders stay pulled back, start to hinge from the hips. And bring yourself down low over your crossed legs. Try to keep your shoulders pulled back, try to keep your gaze forward the whole time. Now if you just want to deepen the fold, you can release your hands and reach down, and just hold that shape and hold the stretch in the outer left hip. And if you're able to touch the floor, if you want the arm balance, go ahead and bring both palms down. Shin high in the arms. Look forward and lean. Now take it slow, keep your gaze forward. Maybe just hover the right foot. Maybe pull that heel toward your seat. And maybe extend the leg up and back, but take things to where you can. Now if you lifted the right foot, bring the knee to the shin. The foot comes back to the floor. Everybody bring your hands to your hips. Now with an inhale, bring this all the way upright with your left knee high for just a moment. And then set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, take it through your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, take a moment here, pedal out and breathe. Now to take that to the other side, with your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Left leg lifted, open to your scorpion dog. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right, let your body twist. With the next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, stay forward. Take an inhale. With the exhale, set the left foot down halfway down the mat and lift your right foot up off the floor. Now press into your palms, arms are vertical, shoulders wrists, grip your mat. You can have the right knee bent or keep the leg straight. Maybe take it low or take it high. But when you're ready, push into your left foot, land on the right. Press into your right foot, come down on the left. Push into your left foot, come down on the right again. Press into the right foot and land on the left. Now push into the left foot, come down on the right one more time. Press into the right foot, land this on the left. And then step the right foot down toward the back of the mat. Now India dances bridge, right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, left foot steps behind your right leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips high, reach your left arm. Now stay lifted, stay breathing. Squeeze your glutes, maybe stack the shoulders, maybe open your chest toward the ceiling, but just take it to where you can. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just sink straight down. Left hand forward, left foot forward, back into low lunge. Now bring both hands inside that left foot and take that lizard version of Vinyasa. Walk the left foot toward the upper left corner of the mat, left ankle forward to the knee. Curl the toes, left foot up, keep them curled. Now roll to the outside edge of the foot, keep that knee out to the side. And as you press into your palms, sink your hips down and pull your chest forward. Try to keep that right knee lifted. Now keep your chest open, reach your left arm forward. And we'll take this back and forth. So with an inhale, reach your left arm back and look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the left arm back again. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach your left arm back one more time and hold here. Now take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm face away, pull that shoulder further back, and keep your gaze over the left shoulder. You could stay here. Now, you could drop the right knee down and relax this a little bit, but keep that right hip low. And if you want to take it further, go ahead, put the right knee down and bend it. Pull the right heel toward your seat, but there's no grip. So the left shoulder's pulled back, the left knee stays out to the side. Just breathe with this. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, turn to center, both hands down. Left foot between your hands. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift your right knee, come into low lunge. And let's take it to warrior one. So with an inhale, drop the right heel, hands to your hips, bring your torso all the way to upright. And give yourself a moment to set this up. Deep bend left knee, right leg straight, right hip pulls forward, left hip pulls back, keep your hips squared. And then once you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, pull the elbows out wide. Open up your chest. Let your head fall back. Hold here. Now, as you keep that arch in the upper back, keep the right hip pulling forward, left hip pulling back. Keep the stance squared. And then take an inhale here. With the exhale, reach this forward, round your spine. Inhale, pull this back. Open up, elbows wide. Exhale, reach forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round again. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round one more time, hold. Now take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing away. Right arm reaches past the left thigh. Draw the left shoulder back, look over your left shoulder. Use the right arm to brace the twist. This is plenty right here. Keep that right hip pulling forward. If you can take it further, slide your right arm further past your left leg. Maybe straighten the left leg, but pull that hip back. Just take this to where you can and breathe here. Left arm stays bound. With your inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. Bend your left knee. Right hand meets the left on your right side. Palms together. Fingers interlace. Shoulders pull back. Keep your chest open. And then lean forward to the left foot. Lift your right heel. Move into your warrior three. All the way comes to that left foot when the right leg lifts. Keep your body in line. Again, maybe up toward that diagonal. Maybe moving down toward parallel with the floor. Try to keep your hips square. Try to keep the right hip level with the left. And then slowly bend your left knee. Bring yourself up to standing with the right knee high. And move into your figure four. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Curl the toes of the right foot. Just sink into that left leg. Maybe stay here. Keep your chest open. Maybe take it further. Hinge from the hips. And see about folding down over the crossed legs. Keep your gaze forward. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Just take this to where you can. Now, if you want to just deepen the fold, you can bring the fingertips down. And if you can reach the floor, go ahead, set your palms, shin high on the arms. Look forward, lean forward, just go slow. See about hovering your left foot. Maybe pull the heel up, and maybe extend that left leg up and back. Take this to where you can. Now, if you lifted the left foot, bring the knee back to the shin. The foot comes back to the floor. Hands to your hips. With an inhale, bring yourself back up with your right knee high for a moment. And then just set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment here, paddle things out. And let's take this into the next sequence. So from your downward facing dog, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow one more time. Hold here. And then set the right foot down halfway back down the mat. Lift your left foot up off the floor. Again, high or low. Press into your palms, shoulders, wrists, grip the mat. And take it back and forth. Push into your right foot, come down on the left. And then press into your left foot, land on the right. Push into the right foot, bring it down to the left again. And then press into your left foot, land this on the right. Now push into your right foot, land on the left one more time. Press into the left foot, land this on the right. Now once the right foot's down, step your left foot down toward the back of the mat. Dancer's bridge, left hand's your base. Roll to the outside of the left foot, right foot steps behind your left leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips high, reach for that right arm. Stay lifted, stay breathing, keep your glutes squeezing. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, sink straight down. Right hand forward, right foot forward, back to low lunge. Now I want to stay low here. I want you to make just a quarter turn to your left side, both hands inside the right leg. And then lift the right heel, come to Skandasana. So come to sit in the right heel. Left leg stays extended toward the back of the mat. Your chest is opening toward the left side of the mat. Now left heel to the floor, toes point up. You can slide that heel further out. Stay low here. Walk your hands to the middle of the long edge of the mat. Now work to keep your hips low and your chest facing the floor. We're going to take this back and forth, switching sides. So when you're ready, bring it through center. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Stay low, switch this out and sink down to the right. Back through center, come over to the left again. And then bring it back through center, come down to the right. Now one more time through center, sink to your left side and hold here. Now this is good enough. You can just stay like this if you want to go a little bit deeper. Maybe to slide that right heel further out. You can fold this lower and bring the forearms down to the floor, and that might be good. Now if you want to take it deeper still, maybe set that left heel down, but stay low inside the left thigh. You can bind the left leg. There's a bunch of other variations you can take this to, but just take this to where you need to and stay low. Now everybody take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down around your left foot. See if the left foot's parallel to the short side of the mat. Pull the right knee to your chest and around your spine. Now take hold of the right knee, and let's bring this all the way up to vertical. And just take things slow. Dig into that left big toe. Slow your breathing down. Now once you're stable, left hand to your left hip, pull the right knee out to the side and just point the toes down. You can stay here. This would be good enough. Now if you want to take things further, open up the right hand, palm touching the knee, and just keep that right hand in place. Move your right leg, just dip the big toe down to the floor. Drag it into center. Right knee high, out to the side. Big toe down, back to center. Knee up high, to the side. Big toe down, back to center. Knee up high, out to the side. Big toe down, back to center. Knee up high, out to the side. Big toe down, back to center. Knee up high, to the side. Now just hold the right knee. And this is good enough, but if you want to go further, you can reach inside the leg and find the big toe. Now, if you have that grip, you can just pull the knee up higher, stand this tall. Maybe take it further and extend the leg to the side. Everything's an option, keep in mind. Just keep your balance. Now, from wherever you are, just hold your balance. Keep the right knee lifted, but bring your hands to your hips. And then go and step the right foot toward the front of the mat. Lift your left heel. Pivot on that left foot so you can square your hips to the front. Now hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together. Draw your shoulders back and open your chest. And then lean forward to the right foot. Push into the right foot to lift that left foot up off the floor. Come toward your warrior three. Now maybe more of an angle. Maybe down toward parallel with the floor. Take this to where you can. Keep your hips level. And try to keep looking forward. Shoulders stay pulled back. Now when you're ready, bend the right knee. Bring yourself upright with your left knee high, and then move into that figure four. Left ankle crosses the right thigh. Now curl the toes, left foot sink into the hips. Draw your shoulders back. See about hinging forward from the hips and take it down lower. Now try to keep your gaze forward, shoulders back. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling and take it deeper still. And if you just want to take the fold deeper, you can always bring the fingertips to the floor over your cross legs. If you want the arm balance, both palms down, shin high in the arms. Look forward, lean forward, just take it slow. See about hovering your right foot. Maybe pull the heel to your seat. And maybe bring that leg up and back. Take it to where you can here. Now if the right leg's lifted, bring the knee back to the shin. The foot comes back to the floor. Hands to your hips. And then slowly with an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright with your left knee high. And then set that left foot down. With the next inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. Let's take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment, pedal out and breathe here. And let's take all that to the other side. So with your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow one more time. Hold here, stay lifted. And then set the left foot down halfway down the mat. Lift your right foot up off the floor. Now again, the right knee can be bent, you can straighten the leg. Arms are straight, shoulders, wrists, keep your arms vertical, grip the mat. When you're ready, take it back and forth. Press into your left foot, land this on the right. And then push into your right foot and come down the left. Press into your left foot, land this on the right again. Push into your right foot and come down on the left. Press into your left foot, land this on the right one more time. Push into your right foot and then land this on the left. Now with your left foot on the floor, step the right foot down behind you. Into dancer's bridge, right hand's your base. Roll the outside into the right foot, left foot steps behind your right leg, sink down. With an inhale, press up high, lift your hips, reach the left arm back, and just stay open, stay breathing. Keep your glutes squeezing here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just sink straight down. Left hand forward, left foot forward into low lunge. And then make a quarter turn to the right side, both hands inside your left leg. And then lift your left heel, come to sit in the left heel for that version of Skandasana. So you're opening your chest to the right leg stays extended toward the back of the mat, heel down, toes pointed up. You can slide that heel further out. Now just bring your hands to the center of the long edge of the mat, keep your chest facing down, keep your hips low. And let's switch it out. Come through center over to your right side, straighten your left leg. Bring it back through center over to the left. Through center, sink down over to the right again. Back through center to your left side. Bring it through center, come down over to the right. Back through center, take it down to the left. And then one more time through center, settle in on the right side and just stay low. This is good enough. Maybe just stay like this. You can slide that left heel further out. Maybe bring the forearms down. And if you want to take it deeper, maybe set that right foot flat, bring the heel to the floor, but try to stay low inside that right thigh, however far you go with this. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, both hands down around that right foot. Now see if the foot is parallel with the short side of the mat. Pull the left knee to your chest and round your spine, curl in. When you're ready, take hold of that left knee. Round all the way up to vertical. Find your balance here. Now dig the right big toe into the floor. Right hand to your right hip. Left hand pulls the knee out to the side and just stay here. Keep the toes pointed down. You can just hold this. If you want to go further, open up the left palm on your left knee and just keep the hand in place. But dip your left big toe all the way down. Drag it into center. Knee up high. Out to the side. Big toe down. Back to center. Knee up high. Out to the side. Big toe down. Back to center. Knee up high. To the side. Big toe down. Back to center. Knee up high. To the side. Big toe down. Back to center. Knee up high. To the side. Stay here. And maybe just hold the knee. You can reach the side of the leg, find the big toe if you like, lift the knee higher, or extend the leg further to the side. Now still balancing. Release any grip you have. Keep that knee out to the side. Step your left foot toward the front. Lift your right heel and pivot. Square your hips to the front. Find your high lunge stance. Now once you're ready, both hands to your low back. Find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back. And then lean forward to the left foot. Press into that left foot to lift your right leg up off the floor. Come into your warrior three. Keep your lifted body in line, maybe at an angle, maybe more toward parallel with the floor. Keep looking forward. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And then slowly bend the left knee. Bring yourself upright with the right knee high. And find your figure four on this side. Right ankle crosses the left thigh. Curl the toes. Start to sink down. Maybe take it further. You can hinge from the hips. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep looking forward. Maybe even press your knuckles toward the ceiling. If you want to take the fold deeper, you can always bring the fingertips to the floor. And if you're going to take it to the arm balance, palms down, shin high in the arms, take it slow. Look forward, lean forward. Maybe lift the left foot. Maybe pull the heel up. And maybe extend that leg up and back. And then if you lifted the left foot, bring the knee back to the shin. The foot comes back to the floor. Hands to your hips. Now everybody with an inhale, bring this all the way upright with your right knee high. And then with the exhale, set that foot down. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, take it through one more vinyasa. Now from your downward facing dog, take an inhale. And with the exhale, bend the knees, bring them down to the floor, come into all fours. We're going to take a Mukasana from here. So bring your right knee forward to the center of the mat, underneath your chest. Right foot over to your left side and cross the legs. Pull the left knee in tight behind the right. Bring your feet out wide. And as your legs are squeezing, come down to sitting between your heels. And just give yourself a moment to adjust this. Get both sit bones down to the floor. Now, if your hips are tight and you need to back off, you can always do this with the left leg straight, right leg crossed over your left knee. But then let's take the arm bind from below. So right arm crosses your low back, palm face away. With your left hand, go ahead and reach back. You can find the wrist, the elbow, you can grip something in between. But draw back on that right arm to feel the stretch in the front of the right shoulder. Now, if you want to take the full bind, bring the right hand up between the shoulder blades. Left hand comes from above. And see about finding that grip somewhere in between. And just take this to where you can. If the full bind's not going to work, there's nothing wrong with the half bind. But keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. I recommend staying upright like this. You can fold it forward if you like, but just breathe here. Take things to where you can. And then take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just release whatever arm bind you're in. Set your hands down behind you. Lean back, untangle your legs. And then just cross the ankles. Come forward, your hands back to all fours, and we'll set this up for the other side. So once you're ready, bring your left knee forward to the center of the mat. Left foot over to the right. Cross your legs and bring the feet out wide as the knees are squeezing toward each other. Now as the legs are squeezing, come down to sitting between your heels again. And give yourself a moment to adjust. You can always do this with the right leg straightened. Now, once you're ready, take the lower part of the bind. Left arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. Right hand reaches back, find your grip. Draw back on that left arm, find the stretch in the front of the left shoulder. And if you're going to go further, left hand up between the shoulder blades. Right arm from above. See about finding that grip somewhere in between. And again, just take this to where you can. Keep your chest open, keep the shoulders pulled back, and just breathe. Now, when you're ready here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release any grip that you have, any arm bind you have. Both hands down behind. Lean back and untangle the legs. And this time, set the feet down. Come all the way down onto your back. And then pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in. Now go ahead, release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. I want to take a longer round of back bending here. So we're going to take 5 lifts. The first one, I'm going to start the cue with bridge and then lead into wheel. And then the next 4 are your choice, bridge or wheel. You can take it as far as you like. You can alternate even. But we'll hold for about 2 breaths each time. And then the very last lift we'll hold a bit longer. So to set this up, feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Start with your heels pulled in close to your low back's basically flat from the beginning. Arms at your sides, palms down. Just keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready with an inhale, press with your feet, lift your hips. And just stay lifted. Now keep the tension of the lift. Keep your glutes squeezing. Keep your hips pressing up. And if you want to take it to wheel, keep the hips lifted, but bring the hands around your head. So palms to the floor. Fingertips toward the shoulders, elbows high. When you're ready, press with your palms. You can lift the top of your head first. And then straighten the arms when you're ready. Hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back wall. For either pose, you can pull your heels up if this is too much on the low back. But stay engaged. Keep the tension on the back line of the body, the glutes, around the shoulder blades, and keep your hips lifting. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring everything back down to the floor. And just take a moment to breathe. Now again, there's going to be 4 more lifts. So wherever you take, go ahead, see if the feet are still hips width. Bring the heels in close. For bridge, the arms are at your sides with the palms down. For wheel, the hands start around your head with the elbows high. When you're ready, with an inhale, press into the floor, lift up, open up. Try to take it a little bit deeper each time. And then slowly bring everything back down. And give yourself a moment to breathe. And then reset for the next lift. When you're ready, with an inhale, press into the floor, lift up, open up, take it to where you can. And then bring everything back down to the mat again. And take a couple breaths. All right, 2 more times. Set your hands, set your feet. When you're ready with an inhale, lift your hips up, open up, hold. Again, try to take it a little bit higher each time, a little bit more tension. And then bring everything back down to the floor. Take a couple breaths. Now one last lift. Be sure your feet are where you need them to be. Be sure you got your hands in place. And again, we'll hold this longer. So with an inhale, press into the floor, lift up, open up, hold here. Now again, hold the tension around your glutes. Shoulder blades pull toward each other. You can always lift your heels. Keep your breathing long and smooth and stay lifted best you can. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, bring everything back down to the floor. And then once you're down, pull your knees back into your chest, just squeeze everything in. And let's take a supine twist. Release your left leg extended out fully. Left hand to the right knee. Right arm out to your side. Now pull the right knee across your body. Tuck the left hip underneath. Keep both shoulders down. And look to the right. Now find the stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press down with your left hand. And if you want to take it further, you can extend that right leg out to the side. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring everything back into center. And we'll take it the other way. So once you're ready, just extend the right leg. Right hand to your left knee. Left arm to the side. Pull the left knee across your body. Tuck the right hip underneath. And again, keep both shoulders down, but bring your gaze left. Now find the stretch in the outer left hip toward the low back on this side. If you need more, you can press down with the right hand. Further still, you can extend that left leg. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bring this back into center. Bring both knees into your chest side by side. And we'll take it to happy baby. So reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. So try to press the knees toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time and keep the tension working both up and down. Now work to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down low to the floor. And then if you want to take this further, you can rock a little bit side to side. And further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. Now when you're ready here, just start to move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And then take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And draw everything back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And just find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here, hold on to at the top. And just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.